Have you heard? Anyway, let me just start off by saying I love how my makeup came out. I ate and left no crumbs. However they say it, I left nothing. I love how it came out, and I'm definitely going to be putting more energy onto my makeup game. Anyways, let's dive right back into the story of where I left. Have you heard
Tell me already!
of the story about the guy? His wife cheated on him, with his brother, and then left him for his brother.
What?
The story is so juicy. I mean, let's dive into it. Let's dive into it. Enough of the suspense. Okay. This story is titled The Unforgivable. I'm going to be reading the story out to you because I haven't actually gotten time to go over the story well to narrate it properly. So excuse me, I'm going to be reading it out, okay? Yeah. So please let your readers hear my story and advice on what to do. I never imagined my life would end up like this, divorced, betrayed, and now being called heartless by my own family for not caring about the pain of the very people who ruined my life.
No!
Ruth and I lived in Abokobi, in the Greater Accra region. We had been married for 10 years, raising our 2 children in what I thought was a stable home. My younger brother Kennedy lived in Abra, in the central region. We were close. I trusted him with everything. Then the cracks started to show. Ruth began taking frequent trips to Abra. She said she was visiting an old friend, or that she just needed time to herself. I didn't think much of it. Why would I even suspect my own brother? It was a neighbor from Abra who finally told me Ruth and Kennedy were always together, and not in a way that looked innocent. When I confronted Ruth, she didn't deny it. Eh? She looked me in the eye and said she had feelings for Kennedy. How? How? You tell me, how? A few weeks later, she told me she was pregnant. She insisted the baby was mine, but deep down I doubted it. Before a DNA test could happen, she miscarried. Then she told me she wanted a divorce so she could be with Kennedy. Excuse me for that laugh, but is this in Ghana? Did, did this happen in Ghana? Are they Ghanaians? Or they probably moved into the country from another country? I don't believe they're Ghanaians. From a Ghanaian home. That's really interesting.
Are you shocked?
I agreed to the divorce. I couldn't live with the constant betrayal. But when she demanded custody of our children so they could live with her and Kennedy in Abra, that's where I drew the line. I wasn't going to let my kids be taken from their home, school, and friends in Abokobi to live with my ex-wife and my brother. The custody battle was brutal. Ruth's lawyer argued that I was too emotionally hurt to be a stable parent. What? And that the children needed their mother. My lawyer countered that I had been the present parent all along and that uprooting the children would cause serious emotional harm. Yeah, that could be true. We brought in school reports, testimonies from neighbors, and even a child psychologist who confirmed that the kids were settled and thriving with me. That's good. At least, good news. The hearing dragged on for weeks. Every day in court felt like salt in my wounds, especially seeing Ruth and Kennedy walking together, whispering like nothing had happened. That's really strange. I would choke. Man, did you not choke any of them? Did you not? Anyway, in the end, the court sided with me. The judge said the children's best interest was to remain in Abokobi with me, granting Ruth's visitation rights. I felt relief. Not joy, but relief that my kids wouldn't be dragged into their mess. Not this mess. But then the family pressure started. My parents and other relatives told me I should accept it and make peace. It's already happened. They said, Kennedy is your brother. Ruth is the mother of your children. And so? So what? Let me hold. Yeah. Because and so what? If it's a woman, will you take it? Me being a woman, I won't take her. My sister with my husband. That's not possible. And I'm going to forgive them. Why?
So unfair.
They should find something better to say. Months later, Ruth and Kennedy got pregnant again. This time, the baby was stillborn. Instead of keeping me out of it, Ruth told the family that I was to blame, that the stress of the custody battle had affected her health and caused the loss. Now the family says I am an asshole for not offering condolences, for not showing up to support them in their grief. But how can I? How do you comfort the people who destroy your marriage, betrayed your trust, and dragged you through court, then blame you for their tragedy? I don't feel hate anymore, but I also don't feel sympathy. Just nothing. No, you can't feel anything. Don't feel nothing. Now I am left wondering, am I wrong for not caring about my ex-wife and my brother's predicament? Or am I just protecting myself from being hurt again? Have I done anything wrong? I have been having doubts within What wrong did I commit? And why is no one concerned about how I also feel? What should I even do? Nothing. You don't need to do anything. Like, is this in an African home? Like, African parents? Because they will disown you, the brother, first, and they will do anything that will make you, the woman, leave that home. And you, like, I'm shocked. How did this happen? How did we get here? See, in previous years, I could have sworn that Ghanaian women cannot do that. Ghanaian women, see, like, these days, I hear so many things about what women are doing these days. Yeah? And it's just so shocking to the core. And I'll ask myself, am I like, are we still in the same Ghana? Like, has things changed just this much that, like, women, I get that, like, men are doing stuff that is hurting women. But the women also, like the retaliation is just too much. Sometimes it's just too beyond, like, understanding. Even if you want to cheat on him with somebody, not his brother. And apart from that, you left him for his brother. And now you want him to feel sympathy for you for losing your child. How? Like, what do you think? If you, the woman, was in his shoe, would you be able to accept it? The whole world would have heard this. I mean, my gender. You know, we're doing too much these days. It's just so heartaching. You know, yeah. We still have good women though, you know. Despite men doing stuff, women doing stuff, we still have good men and good women out there. You just need to be careful and, you know, whatever. See you in my next story. My heart is broken for him and I do not know how to heal from this for him. Like, deep breath.